Okay, today we are going to talk about some things that are happening with Google My Business. There's some major things going on, some major things coming, some things that you need to know about because of reviews, messaging, things like that. So I'm just, I've kind of got a short list today, but what I'm fixing to go through are really, really important because you don't want to miss reviews, and you certainly don't want to miss messages. It's important to respond to reviews, and it's important to respond to messages because not responding to messages, even timely, Google will turn that off, and there is no way for you to turn that back on. So the first thing is Google My Business is no more. So it is not going away, but this is, I don't know, fourth, maybe fifth time that Google's renamed it. It is now Google Business Profile. And if you've watched any of my videos or listened to any of my podcasts, you've heard me refer to it as a profile for years, actually. So that's kind of what it is. It is your business profile. So it kind of made sense, but Google My Business makes sense too. So it started off, years ago, Google Places and Google Maps, and so this is just one more iteration of that. So the name is different. So it is from GMB to GBP. And that's going to be a tough one to try to remember. I'm sure it'll be called Google My Business GMB for years. So that's the first thing. But with this new change, and I'm sure they changed the name of it because of some of these things that they're fixing to do, the app is going away. So if you use the app to respond to reviews and to respond to messaging, that is fixing to be no more. Also, this one is unclear. If you have multiple locations, it's unclear if you're going to be able to keep the desktop dashboard or not. So I know you're sitting there going, okay, well, how do you respond to reviews and how do you respond to messages? Okay, that's a good question. That is actually going to be done through the Maps app from now on. So I've got on my screen, you're going to see that I've got a location. Roof Crafters has got 3 current locations, and you're going to see a couple that we have marked disabled, and that's old locations, and one other business that was used years in the past. So this is what a dashboard looks like when you have multiple locations. And if you guys have multiple locations, and I have a lot of clients that have multiple locations, that dashboard is most likely not going to go away. Now, that's not 100% given, but as of right now, that's what we're being told in my community. So with the app going away, I'm going to roll some screenshots through here for you. Okay, I'm going to do a quick audio edit. When watching this with Ben, we both of us felt that I was being unclear. I want to make this clear to you guys. What you're seeing on the screen right now is 2 different icons, one from the app and one from the Maps app. What Ben's got rolled through here on the bottom, the Maps app, that's what is going to go away. This is not going to look the same in, I don't know when, but in the next few months, this will not look the same. So what is going to be left is the Maps, the Google Maps app on the top of this message right here is what's going to be left. That's what you're going to see every time. Right now, Google is sending both through, and like I said earlier in the podcast, you can possibly answer from either one if you're not logged into multiple accounts. But if you're logged into multiple accounts, then very likely you're going to be like me, and you're only going to be able to use the app, the GMB app right this minute. But again, I want that to be clear that is going away, and the only notification that you're going to see is what you're seeing on the top, which you can clearly see that is the Google Maps app icon. Okay, while I'm making edits in here, let me go ahead and add, just so I'm really clear on this, as far as making edits to your business and doing things like responding to reviews and things like that. It's not just the app itself. Anytime you're in search, you should see, if you're logged in, you should see an icon that says you manage this listing. Google is going to want you to do that straight from either the Google search or either the Maps app. So I just wanted to throw that in there and make sure that you understand you can do that. Obviously, they want you to do it in the Maps app, but you also can do that in the local search. So you just type your name in, and boom, you can manage your listing straight away. So at some point in 2022, and Google never gives you a day they're going to do anything because they always move that around. But somewhere, I would think, and certainly in the first 6 months, maybe in the first 3 months of the year, the Google My Business app is going to go away. So at that point, and right now, if you have multiple locations, and the reason I can't show some of this is I have so many Google My Business locations logged into my, my Google Maps app will not show me the message or the review, simply because it probably doesn't know where to go to get it, because I got so many I'm logged into. But on yours, it should take you to it when you click on it. It could still be a bug. Google throws things out there and they fix them on the fly, and they just don't care what works and what doesn't work. That's just Google's world. So I am going to show you now what a Google Maps app message looks like, and then when I do that, finish that, I'm going to show you what a Google My Business app message and review looks like. Then we're going to roll through here and we're going to show you what it looks like when it pops up from your Google email that they send you. So these are the things that you need to be looking for, and right now you can still click on the app, GMB App icon, and it's going to take you in there and it's going to let you respond to that message, and it's going to let you respond to that review. But be prepared to wake up and that not be a thing anymore. Of course, as soon as I know that it happens, I will immediately do a podcast and a video, so you'll know. But even doing that, it takes a couple of days to do these and get it ready to go out. So there could be some confusion there for a couple of days. And Google also typically does not roll things out worldwide. They roll them out in regions, even through the U.S. and Canada. It could be rolled out completely in the U.S. and Canada all at one time, and they may roll it out across the country. I mean, it just depends on what kind of problems they see coming. So these are the main things that I wanted to talk about today. But there could be some other side things that come down with this, and if it is, I'll do a follow-up podcast and video. So if anybody has any questions about this, you can always reach out to me, either me or somebody on my staff. I typically talk about Google My Business, Google Business Profile now. So feel free to reach out to us now about answering some questions, for a deeper dive, or once this thing actually hits, and if you have problems and you can't get to a review, you can't get to a message, and I typically recommend that you turn your messaging on. It's one more way that Google might give you more business. There's no way to really know that, but it is good for the client irregardless. So I would recommend that if you can respond to it in a timely manner. If you can't, don't do it, because you don't want Google turning that off on you. So if anybody's got any questions, as always, reach out to me. Thanks.